From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The name's Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I would like to say having fun with this episode, but we're going to have fun in a way that you guys are going to think this movie absolutely sucked. Because it did. I can't wait to hear from Rob. I'm AJ. Rob is diagonally up that way. Will's right above me, coming back to the show for the first time and God knows freaking how long. But my co-host is next to me over there. Hi, Suze.
Hi.
And there's a reason why I said, hey, Suze, last. Because today, April 10th, it's her birthday.
My birthday.
Hey, birdie.
She's old +1 now.
What does that make you?
Old and bald.
I'm upset. I am now upset. That movie is bad.
I hate when you make the jokes that I'm going to make, but you make them for me. It's great.
I mean, but like we do before every week before we get into today's actual topic, some housekeeping. For everybody wondering about this brand new show that kind of reappeared or appeared, we've been doing it, but we never put a name to it. We finally put a name to it. It's called Spoiler Warning. We're immediately following The Last of Us on Sunday night. We are going live talking about the episode, where they possibly can be going. And since I've played the games, I'll spoil it because it's called Spoiler Warning. We've been doing this with House of the Dragon, the first season of The Last of Us. Now we just have a title name for it. Gotta give a shout out to JVM Graphics and Joe for putting everything together. We have literally it all ready to go. I just need to fit it, which could take a while, into the streaming software. I'm excited for that. The wrestling podcast is going to be around 4 or 5 this week with their previewing WrestleMania, which is next week, which is kind of sad because it's on Saturday and Sunday, but Sunday being Easter, so but I heard from a little butterfly, Susie and Will, that it was a certain somebody's anniversary as well recently.
Was that butterfly you?
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, it was our anniversary yesterday.
Happy 4-year anniversary.
You say that like it's a question.
It was a question in my head until I said it, and you said it, you didn't correct me. So, yes, happy 4th wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rabies?
What?
I am so lost with Will right now.
I'm so confused and concerned.
I'm so confused.
I've done too much cocaine.
That could be a problem.
Nope, not touching. So in addition to the spoiler warning, I'm gonna make this little comment that if there's anything else you'd love to see me and AJ review or watch for the first time, or something I've seen and he hasn't seen, so I can see how well he does with a TV show, specifically TV shows, please drop them in the comments because I'm always looking for something new to watch.
Same.
Always. And I enjoy watching them with AJ, so.
You know what we should have done? And the season's almost over. We can kind of go by, week by week since the season's almost over. The Rookie.
Why didn't we do that? That was dumb of us.
I just thought of that.
It was dumb of us.
See, Rob, 2 drinks already. Ufad.
Hold on.
I
Let's
don't like
correct
where
you,
this
AJ.
is going. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, I have to get a thing.
So he's off to get his thing. But AJ, you don't
Oh,
need
dear.
drinks to be Mufad.
Thanks. I knew exactly where that was going, and
Okay, got my thing.
Um, at least you stopped sending me hieroglyphics.
yeah, my phone apparently is smarter now.
Woo!
Technology sometimes is a good thing. Apparently,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
complaining.
I'm not complaining because now I don't have to figure out what the hell you're trying to say to me.
You were pretty good and able to cipher through any of that.
What's bad is when you do start your hieroglyphics, I'm the only one that can translate them. That's bad. Introduce you to my special co-star, Rusty.
You said P star wrong.
He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. He did poopies on the floor. He's a bad boy.
Okay, he's a shit star. Got it. Just like Will about 10 minutes ago. May the power of fiber compel you. May the power of fiber compel you. Demon turd fall from that ass.
Or half the actors in this damn movie.
Yes.
All right, one last thing, because I'm kind of having fun with it, and it's been a while since I've played it. I started the Spyro trilogy again.
I was just
I've been watching as I've been playing Neo World Ends with You because that game is fucking peak.
I have a problem, a really big problem with Spyro 1.
Does it start with N.
No. We'll talk about that later because I have no clue what you're talking. Susie shifted. Oh, that's fine. Oh no. I beat Spyro 1 in 3 hours and 10 minutes.
That's not surprising.
100%ed it. And only lost 2 life.
That's me with Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction.
I was streaming in Discord so my racing buddies could watch and do other stuff at the same time. And one went away to go pick up their wife from work, came back, and I was already beating Nasty Gnorc. And they're like, didn't you have like a whole like home world? Yeah, you were gone a while. I was gone 35 bleeping minutes. So I started 3 again because I did them in order. 3 is a lot more difficult than I remember. Oh my god.
Yeah, three is annoying as shit.
Yeah,
I was playing 3 the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I don't remember it being this hard.
how's Dreamlight Valley been treating you?
Really good. Now that I have an Xbox controller that my wonderful husband got for my birthday, it's really good. I love it. I actually really like the game. My biggest gripe with it is the amount of gold you need in this game. Like
What?
it rivals Animal Crossing.
See if you could play it on the computer. It's
I
on
probably
Game
could.
Pass.
I probably could.
There's certain
I haven't gotten
ways
that far.
to get around the gold.
One of my coworkers actually plays this game.
AJ,
She gave me a couple of tips.
AJ, are you trying to tell me you're a filthy cheater?
Absolutely, with grindy games, I will 100% load up Wiimod.
How dare you?
I also play American Truck Simulator. That's fun. I modded a 10,000 horsepower engine into the game.
Okay.
Tractor
That'll
trailer.
get you to 8 of me.
It got me from Oregon to Texas in about 6 hours in-game time and about 20 minutes in outside time, where I've done the run before where it took like 2 hours real time. And I was hitting 300 miles an hour. It was fun. The brakes still suck, so when you hit that guardrail,
How many times did you hit the guardrail?
He is going 300 miles an hour in a big rig.
If I was recording, I'd have like a full bunch of clips of me doing stupid shit.
I now need you to go do it again and record yourself.
Well, yeah, but now I know how to fix it. Not fix it, but here's the turn. I have to hit the brakes back there. Anybody
ruin
else
my
playing
fun.
any fun games?
Yeah, technically. I've been playing Magic Forge Adventure.
Never heard of it. What is it?
Now, there was a game that came out, I want to say in 95 called Magic the Gathering,
Yeah.
the computer game. And
Oh,
it
so
was
it's kind of like
it was
Arena.
no. It's an RPG. Only it's a deck building RPG in which you travel the land of Chandalar, pick up cards from defeated enemies, and duel against them.
I remember this game.
I don't.
I never
Yeah.
played it, but I remember it.
You had to defeat the 5 wizards of each color,
Hmm.
and then defeat the great demon Arzakon. In Magic Forge Adventure, it's a bit different. It is basically a rules engine, Magic Forge, that is third party. It's a bunch of computer geeks who've come together and said, you know what? We don't like Magic the Gathering Online or Magic Arena, so we're going to do it ourselves. And they have programmed in every single card ever made,
Oh God.
and then remade Chandalar in their own image with
They
their
will.
own storyline
They will.
and their own assets.
You can get your volcanic island.
Yes. You can get every version of the volcanic islands.
I now feel bad for saying that.
You made a sad face.
I didn't.
Another game that I found that was really funny was TCG Store Manager Simulator.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus.
I did this as a meme and then found out I really like the game. It's one of those like games where you just turn on your
It's a dad game.
Hey, yo, whoa, relax there, pal.
What? Yeah, I like dad games. I like the Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Power washing simulator.
Yes, Power Wash Simulator. That's the quintessential dad game right now.
Will,
That's
what?
such a thing as how you can go in and wash down Warhammer figurines.
What have you been playing? Because you mentioned you were watching me play Spyro, but not watching. That was kind of creepy.
Well, no, I
didn't mean for that
just
to
saw
be
it.
creepy.
No, it because we're Steam friends. Every time you boot up a game, it tells me. Steam tells me, "Oh, AJ All Star is playing."
Oh, I have that shut
Playing.
off.
You did not.
No, I on my end when other people load up
Oh.
games. The only time it shows is if you're loading into the same game I'm playing. But shall we get to the dumpster fire?
Sure.
So
Let's go for the dumpster fire.
I'll start
While I
off
eat
with the basic knowledge, and then I'm going to throw it to Rob because I have been looking forward to this. As we know, Michael Bay. Yay. Instead of instead of Shia LaBeouf, you now got Mark Wahlberg, Stanley Tucci, T.J. Miller, bunch of other people. The movie came out June 27th, 2014. It's 165 minutes. It's another very long movie. Had a budget of 210 million and brought home 1.104 billion with
Mhm.
a B. Guess people like. Never mind. Rob,
I'm Rob.
take us through the movie and your thoughts on it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to crack open one of the big ones.
Product placement was disgusting in this. It's getting
Did you like the
worse.
Miller? Did you like the Miller Lite one? I loved the Miller Lite one. That one was in your face.
Oh, it was Bud Light where you guys need
A
insurance.
Bud Light.
Just what?
There's your insurance. All right. So we start off the movie and Autobots are being hunted.
Mhm.
Technically, all the Transformers are being hunted.
That's Lockdown, right?
Lockdown is the I think he is a quintessence servant,
Okay.
and they are the together with the CIA Black Ops team, Cemetery Grave, I believe, or Mortuary Grave, one
Yeah.
of those. They hunt down Transformers, kill them, and then sell the corpses to a corporation for research. Now, this is a very interesting plot point. I liked the bad guy, the CIA director. He was okay. I love the CEO, but I thought there were too many villains
Yeah.
because they had like 3 different CIA people.
Lockdown, Megatron, Galvatron, the CIA people. Way
Yeah,
too
I
much
think
going on.
I think Galvatron was a bit extra, but I could see why they introduced him now.
So it looks like it leads into the next movie.
Yeah, but I mean, they're leaving Galvatron behind. Just like, okay, Optimus is leaving. Bye. Did you forget your mortal enemy is still on the frickin' planet? So there were a few plot holes that I didn't quite like. Like in the last movie, he said, "I will always defend Earth and its humanity." In this movie, I'm going to leave Earth and its humanity.
Screw you. He literally does the Eric Cartman. Screw you guys. I'm going home. He does.
So they they're looking for Transformium, the KSI group. For, expanding human technology.
That they're gonna drop a bomb in the world's busiest city.
No, that was not KSI's plan. KSI's plan was to drop it in an uninhabited desert
Okay.
and or a place that didn't have people but a lot of organic stuff. And then harvest it from there and get like 100 years worth of transformium, which theoretically should propel them to a point where they could manufacture it themselves.
So where did this movie start to lose you? Because it lost me anytime it had something to do with Mark
I could
Wahlberg,
tell you
his family.
the exact moment.
Okay, go.
The exact moment was Romeo and Juliet law. What? The Romeo and Juliet law. And he holds out the frickin' card.
And he reads it wrong. Did you notice that?
Yeah, technically.
He gives the wrong statute.
He does give the wrong statute. Which isn't the problem. The problem is that he had it prepared.
Yeah, they've been planning statutory rape for a while.
That one stuck out to me as weird. Like, that was not a plot point you needed to put into the movie.
No. Like, I understand the Autobots going into hiding. They're being hunted now. But hold on, timeout. They were just being cheered how long ago? What happened in that freaking time frame that we didn't?
The Battle of Chicago.
Yes.
Imagine you remember what happened in 9/11? How everything just went to shit. Imagine that, but an entire city almost gets leveled.
Yeah, but Optimus and the Autobots saved the day.
They also caused it, technically. That's what everyone else was thinking. If they weren't here, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the counter argument to that is normally, well, yeah, but if they weren't here, this would be worse.
Political
So
pundits don't need much.
No.
yeah, and unfortunately, the one yelled louder than the other.
And shot faster.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the president of the United States at this moment was interested in the Autobots being allies with America. It's just the Black Ops groups went over his head.
Yeah, and kept doing under the radar stuff. They had the president's, I guess, cabinet member, secretary,
The defense secretary, I believe.
was trying to get information, and Kelsey Grammer's character, we've got it handled. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It felt like there was so much going on in this movie that it was hard to follow. They end up in China somehow, and now there's Dinobots.
They were
Yeah,
trying to introduce the Dinobots. I don't think this is the way to do it.
And then Fred, I had it. Give me a sec. And then Stanley Tucci's character basically being the builder, the rebuilder, or the, I don't know. I still got the Oreo Transformer stuck in my head right now. Which he didn't last long. I just felt like a lot of characters weren't needed, were added for filler. Those filler characters had too much to do, and it clustered the whole movie.
Yeah. Honestly, this movie for me would have been better if they didn't include the boyfriend and instead just had the really good driver be the guy they just killed off.
Oh, TJ Miller's character?
Yeah. Like I'm ambivalent towards TJ Miller, but I mean, dude, they did him dirty.
Yeah, he did.
They turned him into Mechaskeleton. Mechaskeletor.
Not Mechaskeletor.
Yeah. Insert robotic screech.
Yeah, I really, like I said, I really felt this movie was too crowded. And it might have been easy to follow for a lot of people. What ticked me off in this movie was the boyfriend as well. I couldn't stand his character. And then he has the line, I'm not helping you save your daughter. You're helping me save my girlfriend.
Now, we're both Italians here, and hearing that line just... him. Yeah. You come to me on this, the day of my daughter's graduation.
I'm a mom and an aunt, and I was an aunt first and then a mom, and hearing somebody say that you're gonna help me save my girlfriend over your daughter, I'm sorry.
That is disrespect.
Who thought that line was going to be okay?
That was intentional disrespect.
So, I differ a little bit than you guys. I liked this movie, but as most of our audience probably knows, I have a tendency to, I like a little bit harder to follow movies to some extent. This one, I think it would have been better if a different director was at the helm.
I don't disagree.
This Transformers is what has turned me off of Michael Bay movies. And I'm not saying that he's not a fabulous director. Like, that's not my intent at all.
I will.
But
I'll say he gets huge budgets and does nothing with them.
Well, no, because there are some of his movies that are actually pretty good.
I liked Armageddon.
Like Armageddon. But I think to some extent,
Okay,
it,
fair. Armageddon is one of my favorite movies.
it's for me. This is like the Harry Potter series. You're giving it to one director, and yeah, they know the source material. They have fantastic writers, but bringing in a different director gives you a different perspective, which allows the story to continue to move forward.
Yeah.
By keeping with the same director, I think it squashed the story.
And I mean, you just brought up Harry Potter. They go from Christopher Columbus to Alfonso Cuarón to David Yates.
Yeah,
They changed directors as those kids progressed in age to
yeah,
everything is so bright to
mhm,
shit is dark.
exactly. And like Christopher Columbus did the first two movies for Harry Potter, and then they changed directors after that. And I thought that was the perfect. And as much as I love Columbus as a director, like that was perfect. That was the great progression of from them like it's starting to be, now we've really like it's 8 movies of Voldemort. Like it's really 8 movies of Voldemort as the villain, and it gets darker and darker and darker. And I think that's something that Transformers lacked is they didn't have the diversity that it needed.
It always felt like if you put all the movies together, and I can't wait to hear Will's point because Will was saying he enjoys this movie and everything. If you put Transformers, the three Shia LaBeoufs, and then this one so far, if you put them on a timeline together to show you what happens in each movie, they are the exact same on bullet points of what happens in each movie.
Hmm.
Just this one at the end has dinos.
Look, the Dinobots are cool. I just think there was a better way to introduce them.
Probably in Beast Wars. I don't know. I've never seen Beast Wars.
You get to see Beast Wars. Beast Wars is
All right, Will.
good there.
Now batting. Go ahead.
I like this. I
Okay,
don't have
well,
any reasoning.
you're able to just turn on the movie and just sit there, enjoy it happily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
watched
you
it.
you do have Optimus Prime riding a cybernetic T-Rex, fire-breathing cybernetic T-Rex.
That was
Mhm.
cool. I will give it that.
Exactly. Rob gets me.
It
I
has moments of spectacle which are just like, oh.
I really think the last couple movies, and including this one, the human elements ruin the movie. The human like main character elements, the CIA people, cool. I'm talking about Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, Shia LaBeouf, the other British girl or whatever, and then now Mark Wahlberg and his daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. I I think the the human element of our main characters are ruining the movie for me because
I
it needs to be about the Transformers. And then you throw all their stuff in there and you're just get back to the bots.
So you're correct, but the only reason I would disagree with you is because Transformers, in everything that I've ever watched with Transformers, they've always coexisted with humans. These movies didn't have a balance between Transformers and humans. There was always more of one than the other. And it's always been my complaint with like the monster movies is there's more of one than the other, and there needs to be some form of a balance. It's not going to be a true 50-50, but a balance of some kind because you're relying too heavily on one side.
These movies, and like I just said, these movies feel like a Shia LaBeouf movie
Mhm.
with Autobots. This one very much felt like a Mark Wahlberg movie with product placement with Autobots.
Mhm. So the first two movies, because of the way their storylines were written, because of what the storyline was supposed to be, they had to be Shia LaBeouf movies
Okay,
with Transformers.
I will give you the
But
first two movies. I will
the
give
first
you
two
that.
movies, after that, there needed to be more of a balance, and I think that they skewed it, and they didn't do it as effectively as they could have.
I I wanted to like this movie. I really did because
Mhm,
I for the most part I've liked the Transformers movies. Last
mhm.
week if you guys heard my rant, the last third of that movie, loved it. Absolutely gorgeous. This one I was like, "Okay, we got Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch here and we're going to go to no, didn't need to be here."
So so AJ, that's gonna prompt my question. Where would you rank this?
Last. Last.
Dead last?
Dead last.
Even above the Dark Moon?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, for me, this is above Dark Moon. This is not below Dark Moon for me. This is above Dark Moon.
If this movie was more simplified, I might have liked it better.
Mm.
Like I said, it feels like they're doing too much to the point where everything they're doing isn't getting the attention it needs.
Did you say if they had made the movie more simple or more simplified?
Simple.
Okay. I don't know why my brain heard simplified, and I was like, why did you just combine the two words of simple and civilized? What happened?
I think that was you. You happened just then.
That's why I had to verify.
Rob, where would you put this?
Oh, second to last, maybe.
Kind of
Yes.
like right where Susie is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it didn't have the boyfriend, because I genuinely enjoyed Mark Wahlberg in this one.
I'm an inventor.
No, it's because he had the gun,
Yes.
and this is the first time a human with a gun has almost managed to solo a transformer. Like he had to have the boyfriend in the with the tow truck and Optimus to finish the job. But I mean, this guy was going through an entire hallway of transformers and gunning them down.
Oh, look, it's Scar.
So
Scar.
yeah,
Drop him.
I genuinely enjoyed Mark Wahlberg as a character in this movie because he did things. He took bodies. But if it didn't have the boyfriend, I would have rated this higher.
Is this right
But
above the
it,
Dark Moon too?
I think I might like Dark Moon more than it.
So what's underneath it then?
Bumblebee.
Ooh, I don't like.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
keep
I
forgetting
jet.
that you didn't like Bumblebee.
I do not like Bumblebee. I liked this movie better than Bumblebee, simply because of uh the Galvatron bots with the
Respect.
Neo Transformium, because that idea is awesome, and the way they animated their movements, it looked great. I sure as hell wished the Dinobots appeared in the next movie on Cybertron, where they
Hmm.
should be.
What's the next movie called?
Last night.
Like K Night or Night Night?
Yeah. K night. No
Okay.
K night.
All right. Well, out of all the Transformers movies that we've talked about, and we haven't done the Last Night or Beast Wars,
Beast Wars. Yeah.
where would you put this?
Middle.
Middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Theoretically, could be in the middle. Okay. I don't know if this is a movie I'll be watching again, unless it's just on while we're doing something. I can't see myself. Let's turn on Age of Extinction.
I turn on Age of Extinction for background noise, which is why I can't rate it like blast because I'll actually turn it on. But it's also bad, so it can't go in like my top like 3.
You know, I got
I
nothing
have
else. I got.
I once in a while will turn on Age of Extinction. I'll admit to that. I quite enjoyed the movie. I don't like its faults because I do agree with what everybody said, but I enjoy the movie.
Yeah, it's. I got nothing else for it. You guys want to touch on any other part about the movie or anything else before we say bye bye to everybody?
No,
I didn't know that chair
I'm
did.
No.
good.
I didn't know the chair did that. Oh
I
shit!
was right. Did you find the cup holders or something?
Better.
Better than a cup holder, good sir?
What is better than a cup holder?
2 cup holders.
18 cup holders.
Did you really find 2 cup holders?
No. Now that you said it, it doesn't feel as special anymore. No, the armrest move.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Hey, that's pretty cool. That come in handy.
I have a chair for fat people. I thought Susie froze again.
No, we're just staring at you.
Contemplating my next wording, and I think I'm gonna wait until the camera gets turned off.
Oh,
I don't like where
yay,
this is going.
we get to hear things you people don't. Yay!
You know, you say that, and one of the best times I ever started the show without anybody knowing was the Die Hard episode. Rob, I don't know if you remember this. Was it Die Hard? We set Rob up to say something, and he went to go say what the, and then the episode started. I think it was the Die Hard episode. I'll have to go back and listen to it and then send it to
I'm gonna
you.
have to find it now.
Because I remember doing this right in Susie's garage.
Yeah.
Back when we were infantile. Infantile? When this
Infantile.
podcast was an infant?
We're no longer infantile.
We're about to celebrate another birthday.
Yeah, AJ, it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since I bullied you into doing this.
That is not what happened. That don't even. No, you don't get the. She's trying to steal the credit for this. You do not.
No, I didn't
No.
bully him into doing this, but I did kind of, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, push him
No.
off of a ledge and tell him to do it.
What I said was, I think I'm gonna start this, and you guys are gonna be involved. And then Susie just, whoosh, yes, do it now.
The amount of research and everything that I put into getting this, like, helping you get this under, like, off the ground.
I mean, I said we were doing this. That night we recorded the Dark Knight trilogy. That night.
Mm-hmm.
You, me, Paul, and Carly, I think Will might have been there too.
I know it was me, you, Paul, and Carly. But yeah. But that was back when we were still mostly shut down.
I was recording it right there, right in front of the big screen TV.
Yep.
On my iPad.
We had that whole thing with the Schneider cut.
Yep.
The 5-hour cut.
Just having that on the projector.
Yep.
We've done a lot. Holy cow. And I'll be the first to say this, and I don't know if everybody else who enjoys and not enjoys. I don't know if anybody else on any of the nerds shows feels the same way. I don't do this for views. I don't do this for anything. I do this because it's us and we get to talk about stuff that we probably normally wouldn't talk about, and also stuff that we've been talking about for years.
See, I do this because you guys are involved and because I like movies. I like movies a lot. I also really like books. So to be able to talk about one of the two things that I love to do is just amazing.
This started out as an excuse to get around the mandate of staying home.
Mhm.
And then we were just like, well, we have this thing to do. We gotta meet up.
Yeah.
But I don't care about views. While I do still care about views or listens, I love the engagement we do get. I also think it's cool how our podcasts are on freaking race cars. That's cool. But the
It's
friends
cool that we're starting a new segment.
it's not new. It's just got a name to it now.
You know what? I'm calling it new because it has a name.
Polish
Never
turd,
miss it.
it's still a turd.
Never miss an opportunity to put the word new before anything you do.
Hi, I'm AJ. I'm the new asshole. It's in bright lights now.
It's rebranded.
I went from the old asshole to the bald asshole to the new bald asshole.
Now in Technicolor.
Careful, because Sunday's a couple days away and I might come up with a couple of new names for you.
Not my amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
That's a good musical.
You know what else is a good musical that I know is coming up? The Greatest Showman.
It is.
That's a couple weeks to maybe a month or so away.
Yeah, that's coming up. So we've got some fun stuff planned.
We have our anniversary party soon as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be. That's I feel like we're gonna have a nice blowout since it's our 5th birthday.
5 years. Yeah, so we'll get back to you with news on that.
Yeah, because I don't think it's actually on the schedule.
Nope.
All right, everybody. You guys take care. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Follow. This was the triumphs and tribulations of Age of Extinction, the Transformers 2014 movie. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I did not.
I thought he would turn
Clearly.
into a giant car.
Yeah, AJ, you weren't that drunk. You were screaming at Ethan's Camaro saying, "Transform, Bumblebee, transform!"
Wait, so I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it racist for them to adopt a Japanese accent like that?
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
On that note, bye.